Warning, this podcast may contain adult language that is not suitable for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, this podcast may contain spoilers, so if you're not into that sort of thing, you might want to skedaddle.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Nakamacast.
This is the very first episode.
Episode 12.
Is
the
it
very
12?
first
Dark
episode.
in
12.
here.
We didn't steal that joke.
Oh crap! Let me turn this light on. It's dark.
It's a little
Sorry.
dizzy.
Sorry about that, guys.
Good.
Sorry about that to the viewers too.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Much better.
Mucho grande.
Don't click any buttons. It'll turn on the PS4.
Anybody?
Mucho grande.
So,
Mucho grande.
welcome to Nakamacast. This is your awesome
Cast.
anime podcast.
Yeah.
Mostly based around anime. You can get it every Wednesday-ish on iTunes and other podcast services, but you can also get it a little bit earlier Wednesday, because this actually comes out first, on the Nakamacast YouTube, which we need to make sure we start talking about, because we finally had some people asking where are the first few episodes on iTunes, and it's like, well, we don't honestly have the storage. We have to get rid of an episode every week we put one out. One of them has to go away because the podcast service we're using and all of them cost money to have storage, and we're doing this broke.
Yeah.
So we can only
Podcasting
hold
isn't
about
free. It's not like being a YouTuber.
we can only hold about 5 episodes per or about 5 episodes of the podcast at a time on iTunes, and then it's gotta. But they're all on YouTube if you want to go check them out. And
For
if anybody knows how, like a way or a place to go to be able to podcast where we can hold everything, let me know in a message to our YouTube channel, or just hit me up at conventionreviews@yahoo.com and let me know what you know about podcasts, because we've never done one.
I've honestly thought about maybe somehow emailing Kevin Smith and asking him what he does, how he does
I've
it.
emailed a lot of people who do podcasts, much
Really?
smaller than him even, and none of them will write me back.
Wow.
So even the Pod Taco guys wouldn't write me back.
Well, that's because
Emailed all of them. We're not trying to make a podcast war here. So
Not that I when I say they suck, I don't mean that their podcast suck trying to promote ours. I meant they suck in the fact that they don't do their podcast ever. So I mean,
okay, so I'm Cody, and I run Convention Reviews. I'm part of Weekday One Up, and I also run Anime Talk, an awesome little channel you should really check out. And over to my left, we got.
I'm Dakota, otherwise known as Mr. Director, self-inflicted nickname. And who we got here?
I'm Drew Robinson, also known as Droopy Doobie Doo.
Droopy
What's
Doobie
up,
Doo.
guys?
He needs to make you need to make a new Twitter, and that needs to be your name, Droopy Doo.
Maybe.
Droopy Doo, do it.
Do you use your
Alright.
Twitter? I never see you tweeting.
I don't get on it. I
Make
really
another
don't.
Twitter.
I remember when I first met you, you said Facebook means nothing. It's all about Twitter.
No, I don't do. Well, I do Facebook more than Twitter now, probably.
Well, here's why I avoided Twitter for the longest time, but here's but then I came to realize, and I don't mean this to be pretentious.
Oh yeah, we got Twitters now.
Yeah,
I'm Cody Reviews. He's Mr. _Director.
Mr.
But what were you
_Director.
saying?
We'll do it at the end. The reason you gotta get Twitter, and I don't mean to be pretentious, but we have fans who are interested in what we're saying.
Yeah. He made his Twitter. He got tons of followers just from fans.
Yeah, I
automatically.
got 30 followers. I'm like,
I don't
just
really
a-
tweet
just-
about anime or anything.
you can tweet about anything. You don't have to tweet about anime. Like Greg Miller, who's a popular guy we really like, his Twitter, he doesn't always post about like games and stuff. Sometimes you can tweet any random thought. It's just like making a Facebook status.
Yeah, I know how to tweet. I just.
I know how. He's like, I know what
He
to
said,
tweet.
I don't need an explanation.
But,
Alright,
you know,
I got it. I had a Twitter years before you, buddy.
I don't even know what my Twitter name is right now. I
It's
think
Drew. What is it? What was it? I
You
don't
were
remember.
Steve Rogers.
Yeah,
on
you're
there.
under as Steve Rogers.
it's
I don't
not
know
there
about-
no more. Is it?
Yep.
Still
Yes,
Steve
it
Still
was
under
Steven
Steve
Rogers.
Steven Rogers.
Okay, guys, we gotta get
Convince
into
Drew
the
to make a
show.
Twitter under Drooby Doo.
We got some news to cover,
Some news.
and then we'll get into wrapping up the last anime season as we're about to head into the new one,
Yes.
which is sad because I want to finish the James Bond movies, I want to catch up on One Piece, I want to finish Lost, but all that's going to have to get put on the back burner to be able to start watching this new season of anime. Jesus Christ.
Well, damn.
What a sad life I'm
What a
living.
sad life you're living where you can watch all this amazing
Sony
stuff.
bought the rights to Robotech and plans a movie franchise around it. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about Robotech.
Don't.
No?
No.
Drew?
No.
Never heard of it?
Thank God I'm
Sounds
not
familiar, but I couldn't pick where it's from.
Also, it's an older anime, and it's pretty cool. It's big, got a really big, expansive world, and people are pretty excited about this. Basically, from what I've heard, if they do this right, it could end up bigger than Star Wars.
Get out.
Hear him out.
That's just what I've heard, man.
Robotech.
I'm actually really considering watching the anime
I'm gonna
because
have
I
to do some
feel
research to
feel
look
like a
at that.
punk for not watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those anime that's really big that you're supposed to see, and I feel like a punk.
I'll have to check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. I might check it out.
So what? I'll ask you guys then, because now we don't have to take breaks. We can take as much time as we want now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think would be an awesome anime to be made into a movie franchise, not just a single movie that you think could like dominate the market? Not just something you want to see that you think could actually dominate.
That could
Other
dominate
than
the
this
market.
Robotech thing.
Well, Attack on Titan first comes to mind immediately.
Did you see the trailer for that, Drew?
For what?
The live action Attack on Titan got a trailer.
Looks
No.
good.
Looks
I
really
haven't
good.
seen it.
It looks really
We'll have
good.
to show it to you at some point.
But Attack on Titan comes to mind. I think any of the, just because I looked over at the poster and I was like, that's an anime that could do really well. There's 3 posters over there, and he's like, which one?
One Piece?
No. It's an anime that I do think could translate well for American audiences and not have to dumb it down, and that's Yu Yu Hakusho. I think that could get like a franchise.
No way, dude. It's way too dark.
So?
No, like you haven't seen enough of it. You don't understand how freaking dark this show gets. It would have to all be rated R. Can rated R be mainstream?
Yeah. Of course
I
it
don't
can.
know about that.
I don't know because not everyone can see it. If the teens can't see it, can it get? Because they're the main movie.
Well, they can see it, watch it now, but technically, like, they're
Yeah.
not supposed to.
That's gonna hurt views. I've heard that giving something an R rating really hurts your sales.
Huh.
So that's why people try and stick it at that PG-13.
PG-13.
I don't know then. Like off the top of my head, I wish you need to start giving me these beforehand,
I didn't
before
know
the
I was gonna
podcast.
ask this question. Anything you got, Drew? Anything you can think of?
Oh, I got one.
Ask
Okay.
Drew.
Yeah, you.
I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Listen, go.
Death Note. Oh, I called
What's wrong
somebody.
with your phone, bro?
I called my voicemail.
You think Death
You
Note?
think Death Note
Death
should
Note.
have a series?
Death Note could make at least a
franchise that I'm saying could like compete with Star Wars.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I'm asking.
I gotcha. I thought you meant like a trilogy.
Something massive.
So
I
like-
think
So Avengers style.
it's impossible to do, but if they could somehow pull off Gurren Lagann,
There's
it's impossible though.
Nothing's
It's
impossible.
too crazy epic, man.
Nothing's impossible. That's one that if the franchise is gonna happen, it's gonna be in like 25 years.
I'll say either this Robotech thing might do it, and the only other option I would think could possibly do it is Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in
If
the
it
Shell.
does well enough, and they make a franchise out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and move on. Okay.
All right. So
Well, I got more news, bro.
Go ahead.
Your news is on here, so when I read it, you can take over. Zelda Wii U got delayed, no longer coming out in 2015. And the
Dang.
world weeps,
Mm-hmm.
sad cries, and it will also not even be talked about at E3. So we're not going to see anything more from it this year.
What happened?
Basically, Eiji Aonuma, however you say his Japanese name,
His
Came out-
Japanese name.
he came out and said that they discovered some new things that they want to do with the game that they hadn't thought of before, and that they think it could be bigger and more expansive than what they originally planned, so they're going to need more time. That sounds like a really awesome thing, but a lot of people also say they think it's because they want to put it on the NX.
I
Put it on both, Wii U and NX. So they want to give time to develop for that and give it more time to come out.
When does the NX come out?
It's going to get shown next year, but it won't be out till at least 2017. So that's why I think that this theory is not... doesn't
When did
hold
the
a lot
Wii U
of
come
water. 2012?
So an average lifespan for a console is what, 6 to 8 years?
But you gotta understand that Nintendo's average lifespan for consoles is always shorter.
That's true.
It's always been shorter.
The Wii was, 6 years? I think that was their longest.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely their longest. Been a long time at least.
Between any, but the longest since, friggin'...
Well, we don't include, Game Boy, though. Game Boy was, 10
No, I'm
years.
talking consoles.
Yeah. But it just doesn't make a lot of sense that it'd be on the NX. I don't think...
I don't see them doing that at all. Because they've advertised it too much for Wii U. I could see it maybe getting a port to NX eventually, but I don't see them bringing it over to Wii U at all. Mm-hmm. Just because I think the thing they're trying out, they're just because I didn't realize all that information beforehand, but now that I hear it, I'm thinking about it. I lost my train of thought completely. I had a whole thing.
What a podcast, people! Really getting deep on this one.
It was gone. We've been up since 4 a.m., people.
That's true.
Cut me some slack.
Okay, Drew, what do you think about Zelda Wii U? Have you seen any of the trailers for it?
You showed me the trailer for it. It looked pretty good.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff.
But if they're delaying it, like you said, like you read that first guess was when they wanted to expand on some things. I think that's reasonable. I'm not mad at them for doing it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want anyone to be mad.
Greater good is going to be better for the
I'm
game.
not mad about that. You know what I'm mad about? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead. What are you mad about?
I'm mad that they're not going to talk anything about it at E3.
That's the only thing that gets me mad.
What else are they going to talk about?
Unless they got something big and hidden that they're going to do.
The only big things they can throw out that I know of, they're going to obviously talk about Splatoon. No, Splatoon comes out before E3,
No, they'll talk about Splatoon.
Okay, so Splatoon before
E3.
E3.
I don't remember when it comes out. It might come out before.
I don't remember. Is Star Fox before or after E3?
It's not been announced.
Okay. Well, then if it doesn't come out, they'll probably talk about it tomorrow at the Direct.
Actually, we probably shouldn't speculate too much because by the time this comes out, the Direct will be out.
That's true.
About the same day.
We'll wait and we'll come back to you next week after we see the Direct.
Yeah.
To everything, but
so don't worry about E3 for now. Just the fact, like what Drew was saying, the fact that it's delayed, no one should take this as a bad thing. It just means they want to make it even better.
No, the delay thing I don't care about.
Delays.
I'm good. Do what you got to do to make your game as awesome as possible, which is why it's good that Uncharted is also being delayed.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 got delayed till next year too. Did you know that, Drew?
But that's okay with me.
That kind of makes me so. It's to make it better,
salty.
man.
It's gonna make it better.
They said when The Last of Us got delayed, and they said that Naughty Dog came out and said that its delay took it from being an 8 to a 10, which it did. It was a 10.
It was a 10. If you don't know, IGN is already speculating doing their game of the decade, and right now, from what I've heard, everybody I still have not finished Last of Us. I'm sorry. But from what I've heard, that game is the best game of all time, or at least of this.
It's the best game of this decade, I'd say.
Definitely this decade.
Have you played a game or seen a game this decade that's better than that?
I haven't had any time to play any games.
Yeah.
It takes so much time to do everything.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get off of games because we're an anime podcast. Funimation announced that they have acquired the rights to Ninja Slayer. I don't think this is a shock.
No, not at all. I'll read the article just a little bit.
Ninja Slayer is a new show coming out this season.
Yeah, it's the one that I got excited
How
about.
they already have rights to it?
Because they work with the Japanese companies, get licensing for it so they can simulcast it.
So are they going to dub it?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what it sounds like. All we know for now is they're going to sub it for sure and put it out online the same time that it comes out in Japan.
Yes, I'm excited about this because I'm excited about Ninja Slayer because it's made by Studio Trigger. I almost said Trigger Studio. I'm so dumb. It's gonna come out from that studio, and they made one of my favorite animes from last year. Kill la Kill, and who those people wrote and helped make Gurren Lagann, right? Not wrote, but they helped.
They helped with Gurren Lagann. They were part of Gainax.
Yes.
It's like when Bones split off from. You probably didn't know about that. Bones split off from Sunrise. Sunrise always made the awesome epic mech anime.
Mm-hmm.
Bones, the people split off, made Bones. Suddenly Sunrise can't make a good mech anime other than Code Geass was the last one, and then now Bones makes all the good mech anime, or at least has been for a little while.
Yeah.
So it's the same sort of thing. Like Studio Trigger splits off from Gainax. Suddenly Gainax can't make the crazy over the top, though they have still. But Studio Gainax can still make really crazy over the top awesome stuff, but Studio Trigger can too.
What was the last thing Gainax made?
I don't even remember off the top of my head.
But either way, the trailer looks amazing. The small snippet of a trailer that I've seen. And I gotta hear the voice acting first, because Gynax, those people with Kill La Kill, the voices are all very specific.
Oh, you're worried about the dub?
Just a smidge. Not like it's not on my mind in the near future.
I wouldn't even be worrying about that at all. Yeah, you've not even heard the sub voices yet.
I just know it's gonna be good.
Dude, why are you crying?
My eyes are still sensitive.
He had pink eye.
I was like, did we
Pretty
get him
bad.
this emotional about Funimation getting Ninja Slayer?
It's just so deep, man.
I just want this show dubbed, like, on my television. Like, put it on TV every hour of the day.
I want Bryce Papenbrook as the main character.
So what else did you have to add to this, Dakota?
I think that was it.
They acquired the rights to some other show, didn't they?
Oh, they acquired the rights to the end of
The new one coming from Studio Wit.
yeah.
I don't remember what it's called.
Seraph.
Yeah, looks really good. We'll probably be talking about it next week at this time.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I think it comes out by then. All right, last little bit of news, and then we can get to talking about stuff that we all, I think, really want to talk about, and we'll get into big discussions about.
Mm-hmm.
There was a fan-made Mario 64, which was really super awesome. It was a fan-made HD version, what it would look like now if Nintendo were to remake it, of just the first level of Mario 64. And it was super cool. Everyone went and downloaded and played it. But what I wanted to talk about is that Nintendo already shut them down.
Yeah.
They already went out and said, nope, you're done. You're not doing this. We own this. You don't own it. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I want to talk about this is because I think Nintendo is so stupid with this kind of thing. What they should do, because this is what Valve did. Valve did this with Half-Life 2.
Right.
They contracted somebody, like fans who liked the game and wanted to up-res it, let them do it, and then they just take a cut of the money when it comes out.
Yeah.
Nintendo shouldn't shut this guy down. They should get a contract with him, pump him money so that he can make the whole game in HD, put it out, publish it by Nintendo. He made it, and like put whatever his developer name he wants on it. And then Nintendo takes a cut and he takes a cut. And then, because all the fans want this game, they would buy it like crazy. I don't know. What do you think?
You summed it up perfectly. Nintendo was being absolutely... It's that whole business mark of, we've got billions of dollars, but, you're going to sell this for free and we don't get any of the money or something. It's just stupid. The only... one of the reasons I could possibly see Nintendo doing this is because they've already been working on an HD remake of Super Mario 64 themselves, because they know how much people want it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to hold my breath on that one.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. But
it's a possibility.
if that came out at E3, I would blow my... I'm thinking if I want to say mind or load. Both of them.
Yeah. I would just explode out of every orifice.
So yeah, that's the news.
The news.
Anyone got anything else to add?
No.
Drew?
Nope.
Dakota?
Nah, man.
Alright! What do you want to talk about first? Tokyo Ghoul or Parasite?
Let's see. I'm caught up for once.
No, you're not. Neither one of you finished Death Parade.
He's not even watched the first episode of Death Parade.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
I'm finishing Death Parade tomorrow and doing a review on my channel of it. So I know I'm finishing it.
Okay.
On my
know what
other
you
channel.
think.
And I'm almost caught up anyway. I'm on like episode 9. I really like it. But yeah, Death Parade ended up being pretty good. Drew, do you just want to say anything about the ending without spoiling? So we can kind of...
I don't know. I'm really harsh on anime. Especially endings. So I don't want to say it was the best ending I've ever seen, but I think it summed it up here. It was really symbolic. Made us think about how we out here in the real world think about life and how precious it is and stuff like that. And
so it kind of touches your heartstrings a little
It's
bit.
a little
It makes you think.
very touchy. Makes you think about decisions you've made in the past and how they affect other people. That's what it did to me. So I don't know how you guys would feel about it.
Drew, I've noticed this thing with you. Ow, I'm going to put that down. Notice this thing with you. You, like, an anime will end, and you'll come back and be like, I didn't like it, and then we'll talk about it, and then the more you talk about it, the more you're like, man, yeah, that was good. I really liked that. You did that with Tokyo Ghoul.
The first ending of Tokyo Ghoul. You did it with
What
Gurren
happened in the
Lagann.
first ending of Tokyo Ghoul?
You came back and you said he's such a wimp. He's so weak for the whole season. That show wasn't even good. No, it wasn't the ending.
I still agree that was
you weren't
a
on the
terrible
ending. You were hating on the show in general. You're like, I just don't think the show was that good.
It was so weak.
Then later you were like, yeah, I love that show. That show's so good.
Because it grew, man. It grew on me. But this Tokyo Ghoul... No, I'm not.
Okay, let's go ahead and segue in. Death Parade makes you think about life.
It just makes you think
It makes you think about a lot of awesome things. Kind of like another show tried to do, but I don't think accomplished. That would be Tokyo Ghoul Rude.
Yeah.
Drew, we'll let you go first. What did you think about the finale of
First of all, it was a waste. A waste of that. They wasted that episode.
Mm-hmm.
They could have covered a lot more things. They could have set themselves up better. I feel like the next episode is just gonna, I don't know. It's gonna give me whiplash because just the way they finished it with the Hide thing. And me and you called that.
Oh yeah, just so you guys know, we are going into spoiler territory right now. Tokyo Ghoul and Parasite spoilers. If you're not finished,
It's okay. I told them at the beginning, at the opening, that there was going to be spoilers.
well, I'm letting them know that we're going in right now. Just making sure you know. So if you want to click away, that's going to be the rest of the episode. So if you don't want to listen to the rest.
Yeah, the thing about Hide dying, I don't know about you guys, but when he first went in there, I thought that Kaneki was obviously injured.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
I thought he was the one that was oozing.
Here, I got a question for you really quick.
What?
He was
Why? How on earth is he talking to his friend? I know he's kind of messed up, but he's still a ghoul.
Right.
And we've seen how his senses work. How did he not know his friend's bleeding out?
That's what
He
I'm
can
saying.
smell the blood. It tastes good to him.
And
It
he's all
smells
surprised when he passes
good. My
out.
only thing I can say is maybe the smell of blood is just in the air because so many people have been dying.
That could be.
But I don't think that's it. I don't think so.
But maybe he was just so caught up. I mean, was this the first time he's seen Hide since
Yeah.
forever? Like,
Hide
this
is
is
like
a long
caught a glimpse
time
of
ago.
him.
It's been like
Years.
over a year, a couple of years. I don't know how long it's been.
Hide looks
It's been
different.
at least a year.
At least, yeah. Hide is older. He's different.
His hair
He's
was
growing
longer.
up.
I don't want to say that I didn't agree with what Hide chose to do. I mean, I know that like he said, he wanted to be involved and do what he could to help and everything. But I don't know. I just feel like he didn't do anything. I feel like his death was kind of pointless.
I felt like he should have been a bigger character.
He didn't.
And I heard in the manga he was even less important.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like apparently they made him a bigger deal in this.
And they didn't even show you how he got injured. Like, you
Yeah, it
didn't
was
even
just
know if
out
he had
there
an
in the
epic
field.
moment out there where he was fighting and he just got hurt.
I feel like this season should have been 25 episodes.
They should have.
Spread it out a little bit more. Or maybe 16. And then make the last... Because the last 4 episodes were like the Attack on Anteku or whatever.
Attack on Anteku.
And they should have made that the last, like, through... What is it? Instead of 4, made it... 7? Because there'd be 3 more? Or no, how many episodes were there?
There were
23?
12.
So there'd be...
No, I'm sorry.
There were 12. Yeah, so there'll be 8. It'd be 8 of the Attack on Anteku. And that might sound like a lot, but they could have told so much more. So many more battles. Slowed it down a little bit. I feel like they went a little too fast.
Dude. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. They did go fast at the end, though.
Let me just say really quick the things I liked
I'm so excited.
before we get into the things that I didn't like. Because Dakota just watched this episode.
Yeah,
it's so
but
fresh
saying
in
they're
your
going to ask
mind,
me.
And when he was watching it, I was rewatching it. And I liked it better when I rewatched it. Because I didn't go in thinking, oh, this is the epic finale, this is going to be so cool. I didn't go in thinking any of that. I went in knowing what it was. And so this time, I actually think I got the message they were trying to get across.
What'd you get?
We'll let Dakota kind of explain a little bit, see if he goes down the path I think I...
All right, so a week ago, this guy posted on Facebook how the ending of Tokyo Ghoul Rude
Yeah,
was
you
just,
ruined it for me when you do that.
My bad. I was mad.
I was
was
mad
just
too.
garbage, and I was like, oh man, that's a bit of a letdown. 'Cause
Was I wrong, Drew?
No.
Okay.
So I think you need to rewatch it. But I was going in, and I heard everybody talking about how it was just garbage, and so I went in thinking, okay, here we go, this isn't gonna be good. And he was telling me, okay, there's one part that's really good that you will like, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, okay, this is a little slow, but then I don't know. I got what it was. I got a little train. I got a little bit of what it was trying to convey to me.
Yeah. And that's what I think I got the second time.
Because I didn't go in expecting a huge finale or cliffhanger, I went in, which they did kind of get a little bit of cliffhanger, but we'll get to that in a minute. Just a smidge. I didn't go in expecting that, so I actually found myself enjoying the episode a lot, actually. Like, the part, we'll talk about the parts we liked in a minute, but I liked it. I didn't hate it. Was it the best season ending? No.
Not
at all.
Well, you didn't tell us what it conveyed to you. What did it give you?
I got that it was Kaneki was mourning. He was in mourning, and Toka,
it was very sad.
Yeah, it was very sad. It was trying to convey that what's happening is sad, but it's like a light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing.
I don't think it was supposed to be a light at the end of the tunnel until the very ending. I think it was supposed to convey that everything was sad, the whole situation. I was trying to convey that they shouldn't be fighting as ghouls and humans because they're showing Hide dead, his human best friend. They're showing Toka mourning and freaking out because Kaneki's leaving and he's walking into the mess of it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. He's walking into the mess of them. And just, they show that one guy who had that little gun who got killed. They show his broken gun, and he's the one that wrote "I don't want to die" on the thing, which that made me sad.
He got eaten.
And it was just so much sadness. But what I liked from the episode, and I only liked it the second time I watched it, because the first time, here's what I'll say. We pretty much all spoiled it for you, but if you watched it one time and didn't like it, go back knowing what it is and try it again, because what I got the second time is I still didn't really like the beginning where he's talking to Hide. I was like, I don't really care. But I liked when Anteku was burning. I thought that was really well executed. Yeah. And it was just, I don't know, like the way the lighting came in and then they had Toka see it and like something's going on, you're like, what's happening? And then it hits you.
I didn't realize it was on fire.
It was like the death of everything that's been built up so far.
That's where she's lived, all her friends, family.
We already talked about Kuzan not being dead and everything?
No.
Why did we skip that?
Yeah, he's not dead. My bad. I guess we forgot. We didn't talk about
I was sitting here thinking about.
Did we talk about the
episode before? No. Okay. We didn't talk about that beastie dude giving the one-eyed ghoul the hands.
Yeah, the beast. I don't remember what his name is.
Akira. But that dude had like lightning. He reminded me of freaking Loxus from Fairy Tail. I don't know why.
That's another thing I wish they would have slowed down so we could get more of an intro to him. But that intro to him was awesome. Yeah. One of the best character intros.
This whole time I've been thinking like the humans, they have their little Kanekis or Quinix or whatever they call.
Yeah, they definitely don't have a bunch of Kanekis right now.
But that right there, and I've always thought, even though they had those, they were still weaker than the ghouls. Like the ghouls are up here because they had like the legit, this is mystical power we got, and you guys got, shit that you make.
Yeah, but you see the size of these things, you gotta be strong.
I don't know, dude. But then when that dude pulled out his little lightning knife or whatever he has, that just made me feel like, damn, maybe the humans do.
What's his name? Arima or
Akira?
It's not Akira.
It's Arima then.
Akira was
it's the girl.
Model's daughter.
Not Juzo.
But that just made, when I saw him, I was just like, this whole time I don't know why I felt like the ghouls had an edge, but after I saw him, I was like,
they don't.
They do not.
He was standing toe to toe with the owl. The owl had to run. And he'd have killed the owl.
So what do you think about Kuzan still being alive?
And who his daughter is?
That was freaking epic. But she's freaking weird.
Edo?
She was cool when I didn't know who she was, but when she like ate him and stuff like that, she just came off to me as creepy.
I think it's cool.
I think she was creepy.
Okay, but back to the episode.
Go ahead.
And we'll wrap it back in, because we should have talked about that. That's why. Because episode 11 was one of the best episodes of Tokyo Ghoul ever.
Yeah, a lot of stuff went down.
That was a really good episode. But okay, I liked when Unravel played in the last episode.
I don't know what Unravel was.
The first theme song. When that came on, I was like, oh shoot.
They brought you back.
They gave me. That was epic. When he's walking with Hide, I thought it was epic. Until they had it go for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was too long.
Why did they have to show him walking for so long? They could have used that time.
Or at least waited till ended it when the song ended.
Yeah, that would have been fine. I expected that, but then he kept walking even after the song was over.
All you heard was like walking in the snow.
And I'm just like, why? I didn't get that. That's when I was like, this is stupid. They're trying to be really artsy with this scene right now, and that's not working for me. But then, what was I trying to get at? So do you understand what happened at the end?
What?
Where he puts down Hide and he's going up against Arima?
I mean, I just
All the manga readers are saying that
He looks related to Kaneki to me. I don't know why he
kinda
just looks
does.
like Kaneki,
and
like an
Kaneki's
older
hair was
Kaneki.
turning black again. Did you
Yes,
guys
what
notice?
happened?
Is that what it was doing? It was
When it was in the
fading.
fire,
Yeah.
when the
fading.
fire started, his
Yeah.
hair
It's
went
fading
black.
in and out. But apparently, everyone says that they think Kaneki gets killed by Arima. And apparently, that's how the manga is. The end of the original manga, Kaneki's killed by Arima.
Who steps up?
Well, but he's not actually dead in the manga. I'm not trying to be spoilers because obviously it's not following the manga. So people are like, oh shoot, they didn't show the fight because it was supposed to be an epic fight. Because think about that fight.
I don't think.
No, I don't think it would even be a fight.
Kaneki was gonna even hold a candle.
Kaneki would just get destroyed. That guy's so awesome, dude. I want to see cosplays of him.
He's scary.
And actually, I saw somebody post online. They said, "Dang it, now I can't make my Linkin Park AMV to Kaneki versus Arima." Thanks. And then someone wrote, "This can never be a thing." Oh, but anyway, I don't know if he's supposed to be looking like he's dead. I don't know. Maybe in season 3 they're gonna start him with that fight. That's what I hope.
I hope he didn't die.
I hope they start him with that fight. But I did want to tell you this, Drew.
What?
At the very end, where she's opening her own coffee shop.
Oh,
And it says Ri on it. Did you see it says Ri on the
I didn't
side?
read it.
Ri is the name of the second manga to Tokyo Ghoul. So they're announcing that they're going to be doing the next manga. Probably following it faithful if they're saying it's Ri. Because that's the name of the manga.
Like their Intiku is Ri.
And if
Yeah, I guess. But, well, that's the name of the second manga. The second...
I thought you were saying the name of the shop.
No, they made a sequel manga to Tokyo Ghoul. It's called Tokyo Ghoul Ri.
Oh.
So it said Ri on there. That's clearly a shout out. We're gonna do another season. Obviously, they're gonna do another
Was Kaneki
season.
dead in that season?
we don't know.
No, he's not dead. But he's like, from what I heard, and I haven't read the manga, so don't hate. But from what I heard, he supposedly dies at the beginning of the first one, but then he's actually alive in the next manga, or gets beaten or something. Not necessarily dies, but Arima just beats the crap out of him.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to do a Professor X thing where they killed him and then they brought him back out of nowhere.
Oh, okay. I was about to be Don't You Dare. I haven't seen Days of Future Past.
No, I'm talking about the last stand where he
Okay.
died and then
Yeah.
he came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Where-
Yeah.
But you knew he wasn't gonna die. Though.
Yeah, it's Professor X.
I know, but he died. He did die.
Oh yeah.
He was disintegrated.
Yeah. Well, okay.
There was something I took from Tokyo Ghoul that I was thinking about, and it's a show that I've never seen a show where I just cannot decide who the hero and who the villain is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Bro, it's Kaneki.
I'm talking about who do I root for? Do I root for? I mean, Parasite, I got this a little bit, but with Tokyo Ghoul, do I root for the humans or do I root for the ghouls? Because you fall in love with both characters.
Do I root for Kaneki or do I root for Amon?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, who do I root for? They're both so good.
Amon's weapon,
characters.
by the way. Whoa.
Freaking epic.
That and Akira made it for him.
Ooh.
God, that was cool.
Dude, I don't know why he didn't kiss her. He's an idiot.
Yeah, she was like, went to kiss him and he was like, no, bitch.
He's so stupid. She's so hot, dude. I can't believe
yeah,
him.
she was
But-
fine.
When we were saying
Boy.
earlier that Arima is so beastie, but then I remember that we still have yet to see Rip Jesus.
That's true. They
Maybe-
introduced Rip Jesus and we still haven't seen him.
And he might be the one that has to go toe to toe with Rip.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
dude
Rip
that was in
Jesus.
the lowest cell in the
Yeah.
CCG place.
Yeah.
There's still so many questions. Obviously, we're gonna have a season 3.
Yeah.
Maybe even a
he
season
can,
4.
maybe he's gonna save Kaneki. I don't
Did you
know.
see how much older Toko was though when
At
she
the-
opened her
She
thing?
looks really older.
She looked.
I'm thinking
Look
maybe.
middle-aged.
You know
what
what?
if season 3 is like starts at the fight with Kaneki and Arima and then ends at her opening her shop, and then season 4 is after that, and it's the next manga. That's what I kind of thought.
That might be cool.
I'll say Toko looked fine.
I don't think Toka's attractive. On
I thought
any
she looked a
level.
little bit better
She
older.
looked. I
think
always
so?
thought she was
Great.
attractive. And you know me, I'm not a big fan
I
of
just-
I'm ready to
I
see
really just-
Hanami old grown up.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't
Oh,
end
the
up
little
being
girl?
Kaneki's
Yeah.
love interest.
Hanami?
Toka, I don't want
Oh,
her
she
to
is
be.
obviously.
She
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about
they're
it.
gonna bippity bop.
All right, let's move on. Does anyone want to say any last things about it?
Yeah, man, I want to talk about Juzo.
Okay, what about
Oh,
Juzo?
He was like
Juzo.
shattered. His body was
Oh
broken.
yeah, he was
I'm gonna-
destroyed.
You know who I ship?
Who?
Juzo and Ed from Cowboy Bebop. I ship that so hard.
That would be nice.
That would be funny.
It'd be so hard because they're both like airheads and don't care.
That would be really awesome, actually. That would crack me up.
I felt sorry for Juzo. This is the first time I felt sorry for him, other than when they showed his backstory.
really
I think
felt
Juzo
sorry.
is probably my
Usually
favorite character on the
For
show.
real?
Yeah,
Juzo's
Juzo.
my
Other
favorite.
than Kaneki when he's on his game, Juzo's my favorite.
Yeah.
When Kaneki's off his game, I'm like, shut the F up. Just get on your game, dude. I don't know. This whole season was just like a weird. It was a really weird.
It was
season.
a lot. The highs were high, the lows were low.
Yeah, when it was good, it was good.
It was Tokyo. It was.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
I'm just curious about where Amon is.
And I'm also curious about.
Yeah, me too. I was like, did he die? I did.
And how come Yomo or whatever that dude is that was guarding Hanami and Toka, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, he needs to do more.
He needs to do something. I don't care how beast you are. I don't know what. And I'm
This guy's
interested about
obviously
Kuzin
strong,
too.
'cause Toka's not fucking with him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I felt like
Toka
they made
needs to
Toka
sit her
just
butt
an
down
effing-
because she's weak right
I-
now.
Yeah,
they
that
made
whole
her
scene,
such a wimp.
Well, she
dude.
used her little thing at the end when the door almost fell on her. It saved. She used her wing
No,
to save
I don't
her.
think she used it, bro. Did you see
Someone
her
did.
look up? I'm pretty sure her brother saved her. Because she,
No.
like, looks up. Yeah. She didn't pull her wing out. Did you see the wing come out?
It
was
was
still
like
been
that.
out.
It happened so fast.
Can she still use her wing? It was her brother like ate it.
I'm pretty sure she can. I would almost bet money her brother saved her.
I don't know. They'd have to. I don't know. That's gonna take a lot of convincing me of that. I think she was just like, oh damn, I still got it.
I still got it.
Let's go get Kaneki. I got it.
She couldn't shoot things, could she? Or could she?
Yeah, she
Yeah, she
could.
can.
Could she?
That's her and her brother had the
it's
same
been a
power.
minute since I watched the first season.
All right, Parasite the Maxim.
Oh.
Well, we got to go back another episode on this one too. So what we last talked about was
Mi amor.
the episode with the old lady in it. So before he fights Godo. So the newest one was the There was two. We got two to talk about: the Godo fight and the finale.
Mm.
So what do you think about the Godo fight?
Let me just say that Shinichi has. He has big cojones
Yeah.
for going back and fighting that dude normal with one arm. Cause I would have had to take some cocaine, something to hype me up to go do that because he went out there knowing that I am fucked. This is a monster. This is legit a monster.
He doesn't even look human anymore. He's
a monster. So I'm just like, this was
Smoke some meth.
Shinichi. He stepped up. I was happy about that because there were some times where I was just like, well, they did. He just had a weak episode before that with his grandma. I mean, with not the grandma,
but
Yeah,
it
with
was
the old
somebody's
lady.
grandma
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, he seemed a little weak, but then he
We're
was
all
right back
somebody's
in it.
grandma.
He grew up. He grew some balls and he went out there and handled business.
It's because the character progression in this show is just amazing. It shows how he's a human. Like, he just lost basically his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's mourning, and at the same time, he's like, what do I do? All these people are going to die. I just want to run away. He's in, like, the weakest moment of his life, and he still decides, I got to do what's best for humanity. This guy, I can run, but this guy's just going to kill everybody here. He's going to keep killing people.
He's
till he
gotta, I
finds
gotta
them.
at least try, is what
Yeah.
he's saying.
He's saying I'm probably gonna die either way. He's gonna hunt me down and kill me. I might as well try now and stop all the murder, all the bloodshed.
Yeah. And then, oh man, it was so good, that
When-
fight.
When he grabbed,
I don't
when
even
he
know
was
where- I don't know
on the
where to
trash
begin.
and he was about to die, I was like, "This is it, man. Like,
Oh.
what is he gonna do?" And he thinks to grab that freaking stick or whatever it is.
And just stab him right
Well,
right
he
where
thought
his
about
vital
that.
spot
He
is.
used it. He used his own intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have Migi there telling him, "Hey, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And you're gonna do that." He had to come up with something himself right there, and it was just like some basic shit. But hey,
It worked.
Yeah.
It messed him up. And then the moment when Migi reattached,
Like the little cells of Migi that's left in his arm, lift his arm up, and then
it's
hit
like,
it.
"Chee," and all this stuff happening, and it's like,
Like it was
What?
like a true Dragon Ball moment, and I was like, oh,
yeah, it was really cool. And then Migi's like, "Hey."
yeah, just hey,
It was so
That was the
cool. And then
best.
they just destroyed him.
oh
Like,
man,
no chance.
it was
But,
another one of those shows where it started making you think about who do you root for, humanity or the parasites, because
Yeah, I
you
did.
finally understand. Like they even had this internal conflict, which I thought was great, of like, you know, who do I should kill him. Well, you know, I understand what he's saying, Shinichi, but you know, I don't care what you do either way. If we kill him, it's still kind of murder for me, so I can't kill him.
Well, no. Well, what I got out of that, I think was amazing, is that Shinichi decides, well, he doesn't end up killing him because I think he realized that he's selfish, and which makes sense. I don't want to die, You know, but at the same time, it was an awesome moment because he was saying, who am I? Who's anybody to decide if another organism, no matter what they are, gets to live or die? Because, I mean, humans are the top of the food chain. What if they're not supposed to be? What if parasites are supposed to be?
Yeah.
You know, who's he to decide to kill this thing and slow that down from happening? But in the end, he's like, I'm selfish. I can't let it happen. It was just an amazing, like, look at just that thought process. And,
Like, he was like, I'm going to do it. No, I can't do it. And then he was like, I really have to do this.
it was just really deep.
Because he was like, I really need to protect my species from this. You know? Somebody got to go pee again.
Anything you want to say about that episode before we move on to the last one, Drew? Other than that, he had some cojones.
I got one thing to say when we move on.
Okay. When we go to the last one?
I can't remember the episode that much before.
Okay.
And
Alright, let's go ahead. Last episode.
Well, Drew,
what?
the last episode happened.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking. Go ahead.
I owe you a steak.
He lost.
I owe Drew a steak.
Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
T-Road.
Next week sometime.
Whenever. I don't
Actually,
care.
it'll probably be a couple weeks. I gotta wait till the next
Take
paycheck
your
because it'll be
time.
better. But I'll get you that steak.
All right, man.
So
Medium rare.
we did it. Medium rare. I'll have to sit there and I'll watch you eat the
We're
steak.
gonna have to find a new steak bet this season.
Yeah.
So, in case you guys don't know what that means, it means that this is a big spoiler if you've not seen it, because the whole final episode's about this. Means that what's her effing name?
Murano.
Murano didn't die.
He did not die.
I was betting that Murano. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch your hand. Murano was gonna die this whole season because it was such a tease. They teased it throughout the entire freaking season of this
To
show.
be fair, I thought it was gonna happen too, but I was smart enough to not bet on it.
But I was like, you know what? Steak bet. Because Drew, he was getting cocky. He's like,
What?
she's not going to die. It's like, she is. Steak bet. And Drew, you know, he caught me. He got me, and I lost a bet, but I'll be a man. True to my word, I'll buy you a steak.
I appreciate that. I don't know about you guys, but not Kaneki. I'm
Shinichi.
sorry. Shinichi looked different to me in the last
Well,
episode.
he's
He's
hair.
older
hair's
too.
longer.
His time skip too.
And
Was it really? How far?
I don't know. They didn't say.
Well, that's what I thought it might
So
have
you
been.
think
But
it's a year.
they did look older. And
I look taller.
that freaking crazy dude.
We should have called a long time ago that he was gonna be the final villain of the show.
He's just so evil.
Yeah, it made perfect sense to me that a parasite wouldn't be the final villain, that it would be human against human, because of just how this show deals with conflict, and that this guy is just like, what makes the parasites a monster, but am I a monster? Like, he's dealing with his own conflict. Like, am I a monster? Everything that I do, and like, I don't know. I thought the ending was perfect because I'll give you all my reasons and then you guys can pick it apart if you want. First reason I thought it was perfect was Migi is still there if he really needs him, but he left pretty much. He's gone to sleep.
That was something I didn't understand. Why did he leave?
He no longer needs to be there. There's no reason for him. It's because Migi's grown. It's showing that Migi's changed. Migi's grown enough to know that it's not normal for a human to be talking to his hand all the time. He needs his right hand. Like, he's going to mess him up psychologically to just stay there all the time. And what else is Migi going to do?
So that's
he can't
Miki's
run around on his
That's
own.
Miki right there.
Migi's there. He's just asleep. He's not doing anything. And it was an awesome character progression, I thought, in Migi for him to, at the end, say, thank you for everything. Like, to just sit, just at the end, just thank me, or thank Shinichi. That's something he would have never done. And then when Shinichi remembered it, and he was like, how could I forget? And he's like crying. He's like, how could I forget, you idiot? So I thought that was awesome with Migi leaving. Then the other thing that I thought was awesome was that I thought it was really cool that they ended this episode with a human conflict and made it much smaller to show that it doesn't need to be a big final fight in every anime, which I think is something Tokyo Ghoul tried to do with their ending, but I don't think they succeeded the same way. They show that it doesn't need to be a big final fight. It can be something small. Like, it doesn't have to be the parasites slashing each other up. And I think it worked perfect. And it ended happy ending. Didn't answer everything, so left it open that there could be another season, but
I think it
could
was
end
one of
into that
those,
too.
I think it was one of those moments, like, were you done? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I think it was one of those moments with the ending not answering everything, but it's okay that they didn't answer everything.
It's like a Lost thing. Not gonna spoil it for you, but they don't answer everything. But it's okay that they don't answer everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's just part of the mystery.
Yeah. And as far, I did like that little dream sequence he went into. Mickey was standing there on the hill, just sitting there like a little hero kind of thing. I liked that. Art-wise, I thought it looked nice.
And it was really awesome that Mii is still watching. He's still protecting this dude because he could have stayed asleep and said, "You're on your own forever, Shinichi," but he saved Murano. When she was falling, he missed. Mii did it and then disappeared really quick. So that was pretty cool.
Now here's something. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about that moment when he caught her.
Yeah, I thought she was dead, dude.
Yeah,
Did anybody else all flip out? Not even just because of the steak bet. Not even because of the steak bet, just because emotional hit.
Oh yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah, because
I didn't want her to die.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to die either.
I started tearing up.
Yeah,
I didn't cry or anything, but I felt it coming. I was like, oh Jesus, no.
Yeah.
And because they went back into his memory and everything, I was like, they cannot. I thought she was gonna die all this time, but how are they gonna end this?
God, she was.
I was just like, how are they gonna end this so sad? They cannot do this. Don't do this to me.
Shiniki was a beast in that punch, though.
Yeah,
he dropped that dude.
It showed that he grew. That original Shinichi, he had never taken a knife through the arm to save somebody.
He was just like...
Yeah, I was like, was that the plan, Shinichi? What are you doing? Knife in the arm. Holy crap.
Just right through him.
And then he was like, I don't care.
It was still in his arm when he grabbed her.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
Then those people came up there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I thought she was dead for a second, dude, when she was laying on his chest. I was like, this bitch ain't dead. I was like, she need to say something, though, because I would have been like, babe, what's going on?
Did you have a heart attack?
Like, wake up.
Like,
you okay?
And then she was just like, and I was like, okay.
She was like, they think we're dead. Ha ha ha. She actually ended up growing on me by the end. I didn't really like her. I liked her at first. Through all the middle stuff, I didn't like her. By the end, I was like, she's good for Shinichi. I like her. She's cool.
It was cool, and then I liked how she was helping him with his schoolwork. Because when you think about it, Shiniki was
He's gone.
really caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's one question before I give my overall summary that happened in the show that I really do wish they kind of would have answered somehow, and that's how the one girl from the beginning who died, how she could sense him. It's like they tried to expand upon that. And then
maybe that is something they just don't.
I think it was just human instincts.
I think there was just something special
just like
about her.
That crazy, the evil guy. He had an instinct. He could see.
Well,
him
no,
out
she
too.
could. She didn't even have to see him. She could sense them.
Yeah, he had
That's
to
what
see.
I'm saying. This is
He had to see him.
He had to see him.
Yeah,
he
that's
had
not instinct. I think
That
she's
was
just
'cause he
some
knows.
special case. Doesn't just every human's different. She happens to be able to feel that. Like some people happen to see ghosts. I don't know. I don't think it needed an explanation, though. An explanation would have been cool. But I really wanted an explanation for more than anything, which I'm okay with not getting, but I would really like if they do a second season, is where are the parasites from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they act like they're from Earth, but I don't think they are because they show them falling from the sky.
Yeah.
They show all these parasites falling in from the sky on the first episode, and it's like, okay, that's not from Earth. And if they were from Earth, you'd think this would have been a problem thousands of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's something bigger and deeper there, and I hope if they do a second season, they go into that.
Like an alien invasion. Well,
that's what I was
parasites
thinking.
are in. They've hooked into the Earth. I mean, now they can eat food and be okay. They don't have to eat humans.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Oh, and I kind of thought it was cool that they showed Joe again.
Yeah.
That was cool, and they were on the phone. That was cute.
Yeah.
They didn't ask how Mickey was.
They didn't mention it.
I'm sure if they would have, Shinichi would have just been like...
No, Shinichi said they didn't ask about it.
But I'm sure he probably would have lied.
Yeah, he would have been like, Miggy's Miggy.
Miggy's fine. He's sleeping right now. He can't talk.
He's asleep.
That's not a lie.
Yeah. So my overall summary
wrap
up is, if I got to choose between the two shows that we've talked about the most on this,
oh, I know what I'm choosing. 100%.
I'm choosing Parasite.
Oh yeah, I picked Parasite over Tokyo.
Parasite, that was the best show to come out. Definitely start last year into this year.
I think some people might think I'm crazy, but I think it's the best show that I've watched since Attack on Titan. Personally.
What else is?
Well, I'll say this: it's the best show I've watched since Zankyo no Terror.
I think it was
I
better than Zangief no
It
Terra.
was better than Terra.
I loved
Dude, you guys
Zangief
built
no
Terra up for me
We built
so
it up
much.
for you too much, but it is a great show.
I loved every minute of that anime.
I loved it too, but dude,
I
better than Think about all that character progression in Parasite.
I said best since. I think it's better. You said best since Attack on Titan.
You thought Attack on Titan was better than... Zangief no Terra was better than Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Because that's what your logic
That's
would
what you're
say.
saying.
The best since means that nothing as good has come out.
No, okay, but since Attack on Titan, do you think it's the best since Attack on Titan? Like, do you think that Zangief no Terra was... What you're saying is, if we're comparing it to Attack on Titan, if we're saying you think it's the best since
I
then...
gotcha,
Yeah,
I
you see what
gotcha.
I'm saying?
I guess I was just going time-wise.
Right.
Then no. Yeah, Parasite's definitely the best
Since Attack on Titan?
since Attack on Titan.
That's what I think. I think if you haven't watched it, we totally ruined it all for you.
I feel
But
like if Tokyo ended it with freaking 25 episodes or 16 episodes like Cody suggested...
dude, it was
just
Tokyo's
ended it,
game to lose.
They could have won.
They were ahead with that first season. It was their game to lose, and they did. It's their decision. If they want to lose it, if they could have come in with a better opening, they could have come in with 25 episodes. Done it a little bit better.
Or at least 16.
Maybe
if
just
you
follow
want.
the effing manga, because I heard the manga is insane.
I don't want Kaneki. Oh, you said Kaneki didn't die. I need to watch Kuruko.
Yeah.
I started that.
Dude,
Did
that's
you?
a long
How'd you like
haul.
it?
I'm on the started watching the second episode, but Crunchyroll wouldn't play it for some reason. Like, it got past the intro, which I really like. The first intro.
Yeah, it's Kuruko. That's what's good.
But it wouldn't play it, but I really, really enjoyed the first episode, and I am going to watch that.
Dude, I gotta I'm probably gonna watch like the last
Like-
5 episodes again and then watch the rest of the season.
I didn't know it, but Crunchyroll's got it. Like, I don't know if they just obtained it. Surely not, but it's, 60 episodes? I can watch that in my spare time.
50 something.
That's it was 50. Just got another 25 episodes, 75.
It's long.
Okay, guys. I guess that's our podcast. Next week when we come in, I don't know how many shows will be out, but we're gonna be talking about whatever's out so far.
Or at least going to talk about End of Seraph, or whatever it's called.
When does that come out?
Comes out on... No, the cooking show. We're at least going to talk about the cooking show. I can remember that one. That one comes
We gotta
out on
check
Friday.
dates, but I'm pretty sure
The cooking show's
there'll
on
be
Friday.
quite a few of them out. I'm pretty sure that we can talk about. Good thing we don't have to talk about them all at once. That'd be too much. So we'll start talking about the first wave. I'll keep you posted on when they start coming out, so you know what to watch. And then that's what we'll be doing for the next few weeks, is just talking about waves of new anime as they come out. And any fan suggestions that you guys give us, because we need some bad for the end of our episodes. We don't have one this time. So I think we went on a little extra long about Tokyo and Parasite just because we didn't have anything to talk about at the end. And to end it out, you guys can follow us at Twitter. I know we talked about it at the top of the show, but we'll remind you so you can stay updated on if this is going to be late, what we're doing. I am Cody Reviews, or at Cody Reviews.
I am at Mr. _Director.
Not spelled out, it's just an underscore.
MISTER_Director.
Yeah.
And then Drew needs to make that new Twitter and be under Drewby-Doo, and if he is, we'll let you know next week.
Yeah, I'm under Drewski right now.
Drewski?
Drewski.
00.
Make that new Twitter.
Steven Rogers is my name. Just look up Steven Rogers.
Alright, guys. We'll see you around. Thanks for listening.
Remember to point it up.
Drew?
I don't know why I'm exiting.
Drooby dooby doo.